coming up, an interview with a classic singer-songwriter who really gave the world a gift when he recorded this next song. It came out during one of the most turbulent times in our history, and it brought peace to so many, and it still resonates today. Today's artist dropped out of a prestigious university to follow his musical dream. He heard the song and he knew he was meant to sing it, even though he was an unknown at the time. And there were other big names that wanted to record it. In fact, 5 major artists recorded this song, but it was his version that became an all-time classic. However, it would be a long journey to the top of the charts. When it was first released, it actually stalled at number 62. But a lucky break gave him a second chance when he got it re-released 2 years after it failed. Find out how that happened and the story from him next on Professor of Rock. Hey Music Junkies, Professor of Rock, always here to celebrate the greatest artists and the greatest songs of all time. We interview the great artists of the rock and roll era, and you never know from day to day who we're going to interview. So make sure to subscribe right now below, click the bell so you don't miss out. And also don't forget to check out our exclusive content, that's on Patreon. Also make sure to check out our merch, that's below or at professorofrock.com. You can check out the Vintage Years collection, 3 Chords and the Truth. Celebrate great music through wearing it. So it's time for another episode of our series Bottle Lightning. This is where we break down the history of a beloved one-hit wonder that has resonated within our culture. You know, where we still sing the song decades later. We haven't done one of these in a while. We're talking today about the top 5 hit from 1969, Get Together by the Youngbloods. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. It was truly a one-hit wonder because it's a wonder and a tragedy that the Youngbloods didn't have more hits. I mean, they had some great songs, including the breathtaking Darkness, Darkness. That one's been used in so many films and TV. Together has a fascinating history, which we'll cover in the interview with lead singer Jesse Colin Young. This is actually one of my favorite songs from the 60s. And I'll tell you, it was such an honor to interview the man who interpreted it so beautifully. Let's talk about one of the most spiritual pop songs in music history. To me, it's a song that stands side by side with the other spiritual songs of that time. God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. God only knows what I'd be without you. Turn, Turn, Turn by the Byrds. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And of course, Get Together by the Youngbloods. And I know, of course, it was written by Chet Powers, which known as Dino Valenti from the Quicksilver Messenger Service. And I read that he had written that song in the summer of 1963. Mm-hmm. He wrote it at Edie Sedgwick's house, and he just wanted to write a message song.
I'd never heard anybody play it. But we came to the village, Youngbloods, and of course I'd been living there on the Lower East Side, but we didn't come till 65. And Dino was gone. But Dino was like a legendary folk singer in the village. And he left that song, I think he left it there for me to find. We were playing at the Cafe A Go-Go. I think it was $20 a night, and we would open for, I got to open for Muddy Waters, man.
Wow.
I should have paid them. So it was a Sunday afternoon, and I was hoping the Go-Go was dark, because then I could call the guys and we could rehearse. So I went down the stairs, this long staircase, which no longer exists. It's gone. I was just in the village a couple of months ago.
Wow.
And, there was an open mic. So I almost turned around and walked up. I said, I don't want to hear these folk singers. But I didn't. No, I stuck my head in, and there was Buzzy Lenhart on stage. He had a trio, bass and drums, and him playing guitar upside down or something. He's a lefty, playing Get Together. And that song just went right through me. And I ran backstage, and I said, oh man, please, you gotta write the lyrics out for me. Because I wanna play it in the Youngbloods. That was a big day.
It felt like it was meant to be.
Very much so. I think I sensed that Get Together and I would be together until I leave the planet. And
You were supposed to be its messenger for sure, because it was done by so many people. I mean, if you think about all the people, the Kingston Trio, of course, recorded. It wasn't released as a single, but they did it kind of the way they did most of their songs, pretty straight.
Hey, let's get together, try and love one another right now.
Young David Crosby did it, pre-Birds. He recorded it along with 3 other demos, and he put a little twist and shout in it because the Beatles version of Twist and Shout had just come out.
Mm-hmm.
So he put a little bit of that riff in there, and Tommy Tedesco played electric guitar on it. And then, of course, We 5 had a hit with it. It went to number 32. And then Jefferson Airplane.
Now smile on your brother, let me see you get together.
The thing about all of those versions, though, if you stack yours against those, they all kind of sang it straight. It was kind of in a box.
Come on, people now, smile on your brother.
This was angelic work, just angels pushing me in the right direction. I went into rehearsal with it, and my manager heard me rehearsing it, or maybe we'd started playing it, because, I mean, I was crazy about it. And he said, "Why are you singing that song? That's kind of a funny song for you. You know, you're kind of an angry young man. That you're singing Fred Neil's, that's another side of this life."
And there's another side to this life.
I just said, this is it. This is it for me. This is the way I'm going. And I knew that something good and powerful would come out of it.
Everybody gets together, try to love one another.
The way that you guys put the guitar parts together and the bass line. I love the bass line.
I was the bass player.
How did you kind of come up with that?
I didn't come up with the guitar lines. That's Corbett, and that's both Corbett and Banana, and they're 2 styles of finger picking. Jerry's playing that lick on 12-string, and yeah, he came up with that. And the 2 guitars, Banana and Jerry never got along that great, but on that day, it was beautiful. You know, it's funny, I met Dino years later in San Francisco. I met him at the motorcycle shop. I've been a lifetime motorcyclist since I was 18. And he was kind of a tough guy. I think I heard stories about the
Quicksilver Messenger service. Yeah.
that they would kind of get drunk and punch each other. And yeah, I thought, how, where did this song, this angelic poetry come out of Dino?
Make the angels cry.
When you recorded it, it wasn't about being a hit. It was 5 minutes long. I mean, you couldn't have a record over 4 minutes. They just wouldn't play it. I mean, Bill Medley of the Righteous Brothers told me about that.
It became like a 4-minute, 15-second song, which was way wrong for 1964. Unheard of.
Sure.
They had to be 2 minutes and 30 seconds, or
Right.
or you just couldn't get it played.
In 66, it went to number 62. It wasn't a hit. And then it came back 2 years later because this was a song that had to be noticed.
Oh, make the angels cry.
I mean, in 67, it was a smash in San Francisco, but that was and maybe in Seattle, but that was it. The rest of the country was not ready for it. But you know, it never would have come out again if it wasn't for the head of promotion at RCA. His name was Augie Bloom. In 69, he sensed that the country was turning against the war and that it might be a time for get together. And he went to the president and said, I want to re-release this. And the president said, we don't do that at RCA. It's had its. And he said, well, you're going to do it or I'm going to leave the company.
Wow.
And so Augie put his, and nobody would let Augie Bloom go unless they're out of their mind, especially the people who were running RCA who had no idea what to do with pop music, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he put his job on the line, and he was right. It was the time.
Get together, try to love one another.
go through a few of the verses really quick and just ask you a few things. So first verse, love is but a song to sing, fear is the way we die.
Love is but a song we sing.
I love it because it comes back at the end, love and fear. And that's where we're living right now. I said at the beginning of this, we need this song more than ever.
You hold the key to love and fear.
I was telling a story about when Bruce Springsteen hadn't recorded an album with the E Street Band in years. And when September 11th happened, somebody called out to him and said, he was walking along the street and they said, Bruce, we need you now. And so that kind of inspired him to write The Rising, which was at that moment an album that the country needed to heal. And that's what I feel like saying to you right now is, Jesse, we need your song. We need you. We need this song right now in this divisive time.
I think that's what I'm doing. I mean, people say, "Oh, how do you like the road?" Because I hadn't played for maybe 10 years. 10 years ago, I think I quit the road, and I thought I was done. Of course, I discovered I had Lyme disease, pretty bad, and had it probably for a couple of decades. So then I finally found treatment and started to get better. And in 2016, my son was coming out of Berklee College of Music. And he was graduating. So I went, Connie and I, my wife, went to see his senior recital. And he put together a band. Jen, you met him. It was a keyboard player in that band. Just to play some fusion for his recital. And I sat there and listened to those young people. And I said, damn, how can they be that good? They're so young. And they have such power, the power of youth. And I guess I thought, I want to, I want to hear them play my music. Yeah. I want them to play with me.
And we may not know why.
Well, second verse, some may come and some may go, we shall surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last.
Returns for us at last.
We are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass.
Fading in the grass.
It's like dust in the wind.
Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
The guitar solo is before the third verse. I just love that dueling guitar solo. There was magic.
They were both from the Cambridge folk scene, which was the strongest folk scene on the East Coast at the time. New York, we had 3 or 4 clubs, but, Cambridge had 20. So they were both in that scene for a while, and that really came out in Get Together, I think, more than in any other songs we recorded, that picking thing.
And you may not know why.
I've always wanted to ask you about, if you hear the song I sing, you will understand. And you say, listen, I love that.
You will understand. Listen.
It just happened. Yeah.
Totally spontaneous.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But I always say it when I sing it now. It's become part of the song.
It ends with, you hold the keys to love and fear.
All in your trembling hand.
Just one key unlocks them both. I mean, this is a very kind of Buddhist offering of spirituality to a lot of us. That was the offering of power. Like you have some individual power to make this choice. Don't let somebody make it for you. And that became almost the spiritual thrust of that whole generation.
It's there at your command.
My favorite part is to hear the people sing.
If your song made it on this soundtrack, that was big, because Forrest Gump was that perfect movie for the baby boom generation of the music that happened. And for my generation, Gen X, I mean, that's how a lot of my friends heard these songs from the 60s and the early 70s.
Expand her mind and learn how to live in harmony.
What did you think when you saw that?
I loved it. I loved the movie.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I started getting these, it was wonderful. We're living in Hawaii. I hadn't been playing much. And I start getting these letters from 10-year-olds saying, "That's our class song." And I thought, wow, this is, Forrest Gump has given to a whole new generation this beautiful inspirational song. And kids get it.
She made it all the way to California.
When you played it at No Nukes, that was such an incredible performance. Jackson Browne, Bonnie Raitt.
Stephen Stills was there.
Oh, yeah, Stephen Stills.
The most beautiful part of moving to San Francisco was being able to play for free in the parks. I mean, you could pull a permit for $100. And we had a PA, and then somebody would bring a 40-foot flatbed, or we would just set up in the Panhandle and play for free. And the people were part of the music. There was not this, okay, we're on stage and you guys are paying us money to do this. It was like, this is a gift given to us. We share it with you, and then you share all this energy. We're together. Our hearts are in the same place. The performers, the audience, the sound guys. That was the most amazing part of the 60s for me. I mean, we have pretty much been pulling apart from that ever since.
Everybody get together, try to love one another right now.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Leave us a comment about Jesse Colin Young and the Youngbloods and this life-changing song of peace. What are your memories and what are your experiences with it? What other Bottle Lightning songs should we cover on here? Let us know in the comments. And make sure to subscribe to join our great music community here, where we talk about the stories behind the songs and we share memories every day. To get more content, you can click on our Patreon link to support our channel. Help us keep the music alive. Until next time, 3 chords and the truth, my friends.